Hey guys, geez, spring's struggling to break through, isn't it? Imagine this, think about this little doozy. If you were to write a movie with like an evil Roger Rogerson character of a police officer who took to abusing AI bot tech to do the heads in of his targets, who were mostly, if not always, meth head, wannabe gangster, street punk style, petty criminals at best. And then that spread across the higher officers. So if you were like a detective or what, you also had access to this head doing little tech. So you knew it existed, is my point. But then one of the targets of Roger Rogerson got out of control and ended up killing multiple innocent people, including a baby. Now, picture what kind of character you would have to be to dodge the investigation, right? Dodge the investigation. That's just, sadly, that's the world we live in, and that's sort of what's going to happen. The person's going to be making up buts. But picture this. Picture the caliber of human being you'd have to be to know this tech exists, right? To know the damage it's been responsible for, and then to know that it is still, even after the investigation got dodged, they didn't pack it up, okay, that was a close one, gee, phew, guys, nearly didn't dodge that investigation, they didn't pack it up. And 7 years later, minimum that I know of, they're using it, this dodgy, mismanaged, often outright corrupt police force will still be using it, this head doing tech tactic, was still using it on people. In this case, a participant of just a diversionary program to give you an example of the level of crimes we're talking about. And then that person, who happened to be a drug addict or struggling with on-again, off-again drug use, ends up lashing out violently 7 years after causing carnage with it, and your dodgy detectives lying their way through an internal public investigation into the carnage that unfolded very publicly. But 7 years after that investigation, they're still using that technique. They're still using that tactic. And this has led to a person lashing out violently in response, surprise, into the aggravating effect, as a response to the aggravating effects of this tech. Picture what kind of human being you'd have to be to know this gadget exists, and to just be that toxic that in your brain you either want to cover up for your mates, or worse, you think, oh yeah, they would have done it anyway, that bloody scumbag. I mean, who the bloody hell's going to react to a head doing bot like that? It's only happened to about 8 different people, gee. You would have to be about as low a human being as walks the face of this earth. Think about the victims of that horrible day. Think about that. And that is not even one exaggeration of what we are dealing with in present day Victoria. With the sport, Magistrate Pappas's sport. Think about that. Think about the severity of that, bro. Oh, Nelly. Have a good one.